Nebraska. Today, at a place where the fans have shown unprecedented loyalty. They've packed this place no matter the circumstances, and optimism running high as the Cornhuskers are set to open a new season. What an exciting matchup we have in store for you this afternoon, built around the pageantry, tradition, and everything that makes college football great. Kansas State ready to kick it off to get things underway. And he's not going to take the touchback. Tackled at the 24 and almost breaks even with the yardage he would have gotten with a touchback. So the Nebraska Cornhuskers offense will start this game off with the football. Leaves it with the back. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. They'll ride the hot hand. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4. Let's talk for just a minute about Nebraska. The good news about starting the season outside the top 25, not a lot of lofty expectations. You can sneak up on a few teams, but sooner or later, you're going to want to get that attention and get into those rankings.
A lot more, but it's not impossible. In recent years, you saw it with Indiana coming out of absolutely nowhere. You saw it back in the day with USF. You've seen it with Rutgers. Like, in the past, you can do it. You can put it together, gain some momentum, but it starts with this game right here.
TCU reached the national championship game a few years back, and no one expected much of them that season either, so you never know. What's important is what people believe inside your own locker room. This team thinks they can do some really special things this year, and they get a chance to start strong here in week 1.
Yeah, and listen, that dude is a dude. I get it. I mean, he's an absolute stud, and I want to find ways to get him the football, but maybe not force feed him in that situation when he's got 2 guys on him.
The sure hands, it's Callaway. Breaks into the open. Now well within striking distance as the 3rd down play gets him a first at the 29.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
And the Huskers will have it 1st and 10. Looking to pass, it's Daly. Quick completion on the outside. Catch him right into the end zone. Touchdown, Cornhuskers. They strike first, and that opening drive of the season could not have gone better. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
So the Kansas State Wildcats offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, Dave.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game. Maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Wide open downfield. Turning it on. He stopped just short of the goal line at the 1. An explosive play has him set up. The Wildcats trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And The give to the back. Got enough for the first down and wants more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. You open a drive like that, and the entire playbook opens up on first down from the 44. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. Up to 44 yards on the ground in the first quarter. What a tremendous start to this season. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
The Cornhuskers have their offense in high gear. They go to the ground. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
You gotta have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm gonna start, and I'm gonna stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. Then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. Great job in the base defense making a play.
Pocket breaking down. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Yeah, it fell incomplete because he did a great job of getting to the quarterback. He's in the pocket. Yeah, he's comfortable, but you get in there and you get a hit on him. Now he feels it. Can't throw the football. Can't follow through with his arm motion. Nice job by the defense.
And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. So now on comes the field goal unit. He's going to reach for a long one, a 52-yard attempt. And he had just enough to will that one home. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on fourth down so much easier. Just strut him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the big fella. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds. Kansas State pushing the pace.
Man, we're seeing the tight end used more and more in the passing game. You see him moving inside. You see him moving outside. You see him moving in the box to block people. So here they put him in the slot, just have a nice little pitch and catch session.
From the gun on third down. And he's feeling the heat, and he will go down. Final play of the first quarter, and not the way he wanted to end it. While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat lines. Kansas State will have to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers are so important after that long field goal.
And listen, important is a relative term. We need to make longer passes and get better gains so we don't have to kick long field goals, Palmer, again on offense.
And they've got the weapons to do that, David. They just got to be able to dial those plays up. Guys have to be able to make them one-on-one to make life easier on this kicker, who is so important to this team.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Give to the running back. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. While the Big Ten has expanded with this massive continent-wide geographical footprint, the Big 12 has been really shrewd in positioning and maneuvering for survival, and they look for opportunities to win on the field like they'll have today.
Yeah, and the Big Ten's kind of taking what the Big Ten wants and expanding and not really worried about anybody else. So if I'm the Big 12, I'm like, yeah, you ain't worried about me, but you're going to worry about me today and on the field, and I can make a statement and prove to some of the true blue bloods in the Big Ten.
I just love the stylistic matchup in this one too, right? You think about the Big Ten running the football, defense, physical, and then Big 12 wide open, up-tempo, air raid offense. This one's going to be fun.
He's got his man across the middle. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
But how fast did they get in there and make that tackle for a loss? If you blinked, you missed it. Nice job by the defense getting penetration. Everybody up near the line of scrimmage, shooting the gaps quick, getting in the backfield, getting the guy on the ground.
Touchdown, Kansas State! Power football with the run. Oh, he's got some space. He's now up to 75 yards rushing, and that is quite an impressive first half here in this season opener. The Huskers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down. Nebraska's had a lot of guys to feed over the years. Mike Rozier, Roger Craig, I am hip. But you don't know who's going to get it with this running attack.
Yeah, but I do know this, Reese. Whoever gets it is going to run the football physical. And Nebraska is going to be very happy. Their fan base will be jacked if they establish the physical ground game, because that's who they are.
Unloads to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He'll work his way down to the 28.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard.
Intercepted. They were back in their own end, and they stopped the drive.
I tell you what, as a quarterback, you got to have a short memory. You're going to make mistakes. You're going to be asked to do a lot, and he throws his first career interception. If I'm the coach on the sideline, listen, I'm bringing him over. This ain't going to be your last, big fella. Like, you're going to make mistakes. It's okay. Put it behind you. Next play.
Kansas State quick to the line. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. Here comes the offense on second down. Back to pass. They've got the screen set up. There he goes. They'll mark him down at the 37. It's a 10-yard gain. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. Good timing on the quick out. He works his way across the 40-yard line. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 41. After that last completion, it's second down. Wants to go up top. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
And it's such an advantage for this defense to have an outside linebacker like that can rush the passer because they can set the edge. They can get off the ball, and they're just way too fast for tight ends or for offensive tackles to get out and block them.
He hurls one deep down the left side. And they couldn't connect on the deep shot. Let's see if things get worse. There's a flag on the field. Which way is this going to go? So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. K-State sends the punt team onto the field, ready to boot it away. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football.
He'll loft one deep down the left side. He's got it inside the 25. A huge play there as he has it inside the 20 at the 19.
And how about the big strike down the field? I love when offenses take shots down the field, try to make big plays. Now they're set up in the red zone.
They'll try the run. the ground, but not before he drives it to the 10-yard line. He's got 98 yards rushing already here in the first half. It's a season opener, but he's in midseason form. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. They'll leave it with him. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. The defense calls the timeout. They're second of the day as they try to get their act together. They are really clicking along, first and goal on just the fourth play of the drive. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Looking for just one more yard. It's second and goal. Powers forward. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Husker!
And they pound the rock. The run game comes through late in the first half when you needed it. Now they take the lead. They take the momentum. That's how you end the first half.
And the extra point was good. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. K-State has the ball back, and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. This lead in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Paul. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen.
Running wide open down the gut of the field. That is just a gargantuan play as he has it all the way down to the 12. The magic bean is spinning out of control. Already over 200 yards in the first half.
Yeah, they're being aggressive offensively, throwing the football, trying to take advantage of this defense on the back end. They've got their quarterback right now in a groove.
Looking to the end zone. Picked off. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
It's all about making plays, and this guy's been waiting to make his mark on this team. He gets his first interception of the season, and what a momentum-changing play for his team.
A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. They'll give it to the back. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. One snap coming before they head to the locker room. He's got it again. Makes his way out to the 20 before he stopped, and that'll bring up a fourth down. And the Huskers will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Finley. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. I imagine we'll see them go right back to work up top after how productive that passing game was in the first half.
And it's interesting. If I'm the defense and I've got the lead, they've had success throwing the football, but we're winning. I don't know that this defense changes too much of what they've done in the first half.
I think they got to do a better job with pass rush. They might want to change their coverages as well because they're probably at this point expecting this offense to have to keep throwing, considering they did have success in the first half.
He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. Kansas State pushing the pace. He'll pull it on the read. He'll have the first down as he gets it to the 28-yard line before he stopped. And the Wildcats come to the line with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, the running back has it. Breaks the tackle. And he is going to lose yardage. Nowhere to run as he is forced out of bounds.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense win.
Bad news on that play is an incompletion. The good news is the quarterback knew if his guy wasn't going to catch it, nobody was with that ball landing on bounds.
Third down and the Husker faithful getting loud, trying to make movement to change impossible. He wants to throw it. Flips it out on the screen. Thought they had something set up there, but he'll be stopped just short, and it'll be fourth down. A couple of yards shy of the first down marker, but they've decided this is four-down territory. The offense still on the field. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. And that decision will be questioned for a while. To the ground with the back.
Man, a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Grab near the marker. It's Roy. They've got enough for the first down, and they're in the red zone at the 20. The Cornhuskers have moved it inside the 20. The give. Just ran him over. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. First and goal from the 8. The Huskers are moving quickly down the field. Keeping it on the ground on first and goal. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Looking for a pass to the end zone to the right. He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling. Now third and goal, and tough yardage to cover here. Dropping back, it's Daly. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up. They'll try to put 3 on the board as the field goal unit comes on. Between the uprights, it's good. They double their lead up to 6 here in the third quarter.
And so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
K-State has the ball back, and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. I think the one thing you can say here, Jesse, is that both defenses have done a pretty good job mitigating damages.
Yeah, and on that last drive, not getting it on fourth basically only cost you 3 points. That's the good news. Let's just turn the page, David, and move on.
So I think you can still be aggressive. You can still go for it on fourth down. Now you know you can trust your defense.
They're dealing with a second and long. Looking to fire. Unloads it left. Got his man. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them, because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
Here's the handoff. Got enough for the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Kansas State quick to the line.
Defense gives up the pretty big run. They get the first down, and listen, you got to reload quick now, because this offense, they got their foot on the accelerator.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. Picked off inside the 20, and they snuff out the threat. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
Well, the defense came into this one knowing they needed to create takeaways to try to gain as much momentum as they could. Really nice interception on that play. Great job with the eyes by the defender there picking that up.
that's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
They'll go to the ground. Works his way ahead for 3. They'll spot it at the 18.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run.
Tons of room in the middle. And he's brought down after making the big catch, but not before he picks up more than 40. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Got enough for the first. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play. These two quarterbacks have produced as we check out their numbers after 3. So first down will open up the final period. Might as well give it to him again.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
And this one will be stopped for no gain. Let's see what they've dialed up on 3rd and long from the 22. To throw, it's Daly. Got his man. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9. So this offense with an opportunity to put this game in a hammerlock if they can score and bleed the clock. And they're finally able to get him on the ground at the 1. And the Huskers in the hurry-up. They go right back to this guy on 2nd and goal. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. This defense has forced a couple of 3rd downs, but they haven't been able to get off the field. Can they? Touchdown, Nebraska! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the 4th quarter, everything going in their direction.
Well, he did a great job finding a crease on that 2-point play. He gets it in, and the offense comes away with 8 points on the drive.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you've got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing. Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, or whatever that looks like for this.
Breaks into the open. Made a defender miss. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line.
You can tell this quarterback did his homework coming into this game. He has been dissecting this defense with his arm and his mind. Over 300 yards passing now.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. Got the quick pass. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain.
The defense has their hands full trying to stop this guy in the slot. They're going to have to figure something out to bracket him, try and get 2 bodies around him, maybe get some safety help as well, because right now they do not have the answer for this guy.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Finds his big tight end. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another 1st down.
And this offense is going to have to be aggressive, right? Down a couple possessions, got to continue to get these first downs, move quick, don't be in a hurry, but they've got to keep the accelerator down because they need some explosive plays.
Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. They're looking to pass from the red zone. And he's got it! Touchdown, Wildcats! Ready to try the point after.
Well, the defense is going to have to find an answer for this tight end down in the end zone. You cannot allow that guy that much space.
And the extra point cuts the lead to 7, 28-21. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. He's got great speed. Oh, what vision. He's going to get loose. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. Boy, nothing electrifies a stadium quite like a return for a touchdown.
It's always so exciting because you don't see them very often. You got to go so many yards, 80, 90 yards at a time. What a great job by the returners, showing the speed, providing the electricity. There's a reason they're all jacked up, and it's because of that awesome kickoff return.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. K-State has the ball back, and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. The Wildcats come to the line in the hurry-up.
Nice job by this defense, pinning their ears back, getting to the quarterback, creating the sack. But look at this offense. They're deterred. They're right back on the ball, ready to snap it again.
The black shirts looking to this crowd, and they are delivering energy on this big third down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. He's got an open man. All the way out across the 45-yard line. Mark it out of bounds at the 46. And the Wildcats getting set on 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. The safe call on the wide receiver screen. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the 1st down. Now facing a 3rd and long from the 50-yard line. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll pull it down. Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. Now on 1st down from the 40. To the air on 1st down. Can't hold on. He had it right down the middle, and he flat dropped it.
Got to give this defense a lot of credit because even down to the last seconds of this football game, we're seeing outstanding effort. QB taking a shot down the middle of the field. There's a defender swatting it away. They have had this quarterback's number all game long, and that's why they're winning this game.
The offense has got to find something here in the 4th quarter. You can tell, pressing a little bit. They need that big play. They want that big play to try to make this game a better ball game. Took the shot, unsuccessful, but I wouldn't be surprised if they take some more of those.
They'll run behind the big guys on the right. Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss. Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game. 3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. They'll be perfectly content to go right back to the ground here on 2nd and 8. They'll go right back to it. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. The Cornhuskers are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. He'll try to pick it up on the ground. He gets it so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. 4th down and less than a yard, and of course the offense is going to stay on the field. Trying to do it on the ground. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Quarterback takes a knee, and they'll start this new season with a